What the fuck is up? How the fuck are we doing, everybody? I'm glad that you're here with me for this episode of the first episode, I should say, of the podcast. I don't know. This is the smoke podcast where I get high. I don't really have a name for it yet. I'm going to get really high and talk to you guys about stuff. I have show notes written down on a crumpled sheet of brown paper, but I have show notes for the first time in a long time. Right now, it just says Weed Pod. So far, it's just called the Weed Pod. We have two kinds of hash on deck today. I forget what they're both called. Hash 1 and Hash 2. This is Hash 1. Let's see. Get a nice look at Hash 1 there. As you can see, it's nice and golden blonde. Smells nice, tastes nice. Overall, it's pretty delicious. I'm a huge fan of it. We've also got a Hash 2. I've got to talk to my homie. Not that I get this from a homie, I should say. Because it's a regrouse date. But I want to get him high. Because he's all gamed up. But we'll see. We will see. I'm glad that you're all here with me today. I could have been many other places. We could have been many other places respectively. But all that being said, we're here together getting stoned. So that is fucking fantastic. We're listening to copyright-free lo-fi that is provided to us by the YouTube section. You know, we'll see if you guys like it with the copyright-free lo-fi to get high to. Or, you know, with or with that. We'll do it one way, and then we'll do it the other way, and then we'll do it the other way. You know? Excuse me for my yawning. I'm a bit of a tired bitch from time to time. But yeah, we have show notes written on the same thing that somebody would write down. Either a... like, they'd puke on this note right after. They'd be like, give me your number, bitch. Just give it to some dog, because they're so hammered. Shouldn't say dog. Yeah, that's and consider. I was meaning like really hammered, and you give it to some dog that's sitting in front of you because you think it's a lady. And yeah. First things first. If you are a Steam gamer, Steam's always rocking sales. All kinds of sales are available on Steam. Yeah. And we're going to go over some of our Steam sales here together. We've got a little bit of vodka in a cup, too, that we'll be taking a shot of. And yeah. Lo-fi jazz hop, just lo-fi hip-hop, marijuana, and random subjects. You know... we'll cut the Steam stuff for now. Cheers. Well, that's really rather unfortunate because that cup just broke on the ground. Well, I was going to clean up after this anyways. Cheers. That was a nice sip of vodka. I mean, actually, that was tequila. Lunazol tequila. We're not going to be drinking heavily. My doctor told me I could have a drink or two. I've mostly been laying off. But in honor of our first podcast, we'll have a couple sips here, you know? 3 to 4, sips should do us right. And there might just be one more in there. Once that cup's done, we're done for the evening. Yeah. I'm very disappointed that I dropped the other cup myself. That's what it is. Man. So I've been in my parents' house for far too long. This isn't my parents' house, but I'm acclimating to living in an apartment. Not even an apartment, but a place where I rent, and I rent with somebody else, and shit. And yeah, like, I'm not really huge on shopping yet. I just don't like shopping that much. But I did find an end cap at the store that I go to. I fucking hate shopping. That will sell me 4 fillets of salmon for $6, which is expensive, granted. But that's, $1.50 per fillet. That's right inside my price range. I can eat some salmon fillets like once a week. I'll have myself a fucking fillet. I had one already. I cooked it today. It's the first time in a long time I've had salmon. My mom is allergic to fish, and I never would even like to cook it around her because it made her ill to smell fish. So now I'm on my own and fancy free. It set into me when I was walking past the seafood cabinet that I can just cook seafood whenever the fuck I feel like it. So I'm going to be doing exactly that. We're starting off with the salmon, and then they have a mixed seafood bag that I'm going to try, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what seafood's next. They have tilapia. I mean, the salmon's not going to blow your hair back either. This isn't the greatest salmon on the planet, but you know what? It's farm-raised salmon, and it's cheap, and it's also fucking delicious. I just put a little bit of like a literal pinch that you could take out from between your 2 fingers of garlic powder. A little bit more salt, a little bit more pepper, and I cooked it on one side with the skin side, flipped it over, cooked it on the meat side a little bit. Then I flipped it back over because the skin side wasn't quite enough. Next time, improvement notes. Wanted it to go in at a higher temperature. So that the salmon hits the pan. Excuse me, and sizzles. Sizzles. Goes straight to sizzler, Outside of that, I don't know, man. Let's see. Everybody's got like a way that they like to season their salmon. I would like maybe a little lemon wedge. I was also thinking about this honey braising method that I saw. I might try to start braising some of the salmon in honey. That wouldn't be too bad. Overall, it was fucking delicious. I found something else that I like as much as I like bourbon. I like Kentucky bourbon a lot. I like Kentucky bourbon, but I like bourbon too much. Maybe a little too much. Do I like bourbon? It's delicious. We're not drinking bourbon tonight because I wanted to see what was outside of the bourbon game. I wanted to experience, always branch out. I always branch out every once in a while and see what I thought about the taste of Lunazol tequila. It's all right. It's not my favorite. Cheers. But it's not disgusting. I just don't like tequila as much as I like bourbon. I'm a bourbon man myself. Bourbon. Oh boy, I love me some bourbon. See if we can use this as a carb cap. But do I love me some bourbon? Bourbon. It'll lose too much gas, too much smoke that way. Yeah. Last bourbon I had was 1792, and it was delicious. The fucking delicious. Yeah, well, I have a carb cap around here somewhere. I'll find it. I was gonna go back to cleaning anyways. I cleaned for a couple hours today. I know it doesn't really look like it, but I fucking cleaned a lot of shit today. This Warhammer desk not withstanding. I just stacked shit on there. Cause down here is the Warhammer tray of Doom Demise. That's a Ripper that I popped out. Anyways, another Ripper. I should make those Ripper Swarm bases. I might do that tonight. I'm into Warhammer. I don't think I'll talk to you guys very much about Warhammer 40,000. I'll probably talk to you guys about jokes funny things that I encounter. Alright, there's hilarious things in Warhammer. Downright hilarious, fucking funny ass things. Outside of like being a Warhammer nerd, which I love to make fucking jokes. We'll make a Warhammer nerd joke just out there for you fucking 40k nerds. Did you guys ever, Chaplain of Paulus? Chaplain of the High Chaplain of the Flesh Tears. Reclusiarch. I think Reclusiarch's actually a Black Templar's only title, but High Chaplain of the Flesh Tears. I forgot his name already. I said his name, but he was stuck on a ship, and he just killed a man with his bare fists while naked. Apollos. Now, on the Chaplain Apollos decision scale of things, what do you do upon killing your captors while naked? Flee? Try to find your brethren? Try to find an escape? Or carve the symbol of your chapter upon your chest in acid so that everybody knows where the naked guy killing everybody came from? That's right, option 3. Chaplain Apollos murdered everybody while he was naked. Anyway, there's a bunch of other hilarious shit in the lore. One of the things that I greatly appreciate myself is orcs. Orc technology is run off of we'll call it a Gestalt. Gestalt field's right. A Gestalt field of belief, and they make their engines go off of willpower and belief, and then it goes. They're completely ramshackled, and they do hilarious shit. Like travel through the warp without a Geller field on. I'm just realizing how much this is all super contextual. As much as all this makes me laugh my ass off, I think I'll continue on where we left off. Roger Goodell. I don't know that much about football. I actually don't watch sports ball that much. I don't watch that much football. I barely know Roger Goodell is the head of the NFL. And if you ask me anybody who plays football besides Tom Brady, I'll probably tell you, is Cam Newton still play? See, Cam Newton, Draymond Green, Tom Brady. I named 3 football players. There you go. I don't know shit about football, but I can still name three football players, I guess. So, occasionally I watch them on ESPN Plus when I'm bored at work or whatever. The point is, Roger Goodell, a real big dummy. Real big dumb piece of shit. Not that I have too much of a strong opinion about this, but just from a third party, just from sitting back and watching him handle parties that aren't me, far and away from the whole thing, I think he's a real dumb piece of shit. I think he's dumb in a fucking box of rocks. I think he handled a certain number of situations basically the worst way he could handle it. So, there's all these sports promoting organizations out there, especially on the internet these days, that aren't part of these like dinosaur organizations, right? These dinosaur organizations being traditional sports networks like ESPN, what have you. Sportsnet, I don't even know. ESPN, other sports networks that I don't know the fucking name of. they're in competition with these like young internet type motherfuckers, right? The young up and coming crowd of internet coverage. I found my other carb cap. I'm gonna grab it and be right back. Oh, that hurts. Oh God. And we're back. God, so the other type of coverage is these internet motherfuckers, these goddamn online. Some people call them meme more, just online types. Let's move the fucking candles here. Oh, sorry about that, everybody. I like to burn candles to heat up my room. You know, it keeps my room a little bit warmer if I burn these candelas. Anyways, Roger Goodell hasn't taken advantage of these internet meme lord organizations, and it seems in large he's been rather antagonistic towards the whole internet type broadcasters and posters. One in particular is Barstool Sports. I think they're the largest purveyor of. I actually have no fucking idea, but from the people that I talk to, Barstool Sports is quite large outside of, ESPN. I only know of two organizations that I know people who actually pay attention to. One of them is ESPN. The other one's Barstool Sports. That could just be because where I live. That could be because of my age group. That could be because of a million things. The point is, it's kind of stupid. And I watch some of Barstool shit for sure, but that's mostly like their meme shit. Like they have a series where they eat fucked up things. I don't give a fuck. They could, here's the thing about football. They could ban football tomorrow. I wouldn't give a fuck. I don't care about football at all. Football doesn't fucking matter to me. I'm a complete outsider of this situation. It doesn't, I'm a complete third party. I'm just looking at this as like a puzzle. And it seems like there's a way to solve this that they could link up and make a lot more money together. But one is just an old man. I actually don't even know if Roger Goodell's an old man. I just know that's the name of the guy that heads the NFL. I also know he doesn't like internet coverage types. And it's like, are you dumb? Are you how stupid can you be? You don't like internet coverage? You don't like the future, you stupid asshole? Just stay there with the dead motherfuckers back there in the past, you dumb piece of shit. I don't know anything about what they're doing with Black Lives Matter. I don't really care. That's not what this is about. This is about them not taking advantage of promotional opportunities that they could get by capitalizing on people who make online stories. You just don't fuck with the people who post shit online, and you get a lot. I think you might even be doing better. The NFL might even be more popular. Holy shit, I actually don't know, but hey. It never hurts to have the number one organization being talked about by large customer service, large, organizations. Whatever. Roger Goodell's goddamn stupid for not working with the internet. That's more what I said. Cheers. I watch ESPN. Hello, it's Roger Goodell. And I watch ESPN, and I would like to tell you that there's nothing wrong with what I do. I don't know. I lost that. That accent changed like 6 times while I was doing it. My name's Roger Goodell, and I watch ESPN, and I'll tell you that there's nothing that they don't offer that the internet offers. They do it all better. I'll tell you what, I watch the television, and I like seeing news about geriatric commercials about hip replacements. I have to see commercials on my cell phone sometimes. It drives me nuts. And I switch over to my built-in internet browser. That has a built-in ad blocker. Yeah. Man. Yeah. I've been sleeping a lot more lately, which is fantastic because usually I don't sleep a lot. Like usually, the amount I sleep. I fell asleep in this chair last night at 2:00, and I woke up at like 5 in the morning. That's all I've slept before. Like I've fallen asleep in a chair that I've been gaming in. I wake up at like 5, or whatever. 2.5 hours later, and I just keep on rocking. And then I went back to sleep until 10. I had a great amount of sleep last night. Instead of replacing sleep with gaming and smoking pot, I'm actually sleeping, which is a fucking fantastic thing. It wasn't a choice of my own. It had a lot to do with my work schedule and my life schedule. Now my life schedule is different. My work schedule is not any different, but hey, I'm not asking that to change. Yeah. Yeah. There's all sorts of shit cracking off in my life. All sorts of shit. I'm covering an extra day of work next week because one of my coworkers has midterms. Turns out my coworker's also a lady. I don't even know any of these things. I thought the other, not even my coworker, I guess my coworker. I thought the other bagel roller was a dude. Yeah, well. I don't really plan on going anywhere or doing anything outside of working. So it's not like it matters to me. I'm not going to have to text anybody to cover my shift or anything. It's just weird, man. That all this sorts of shit changes there. I actually don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Well, we'll put it that way. I don't want to sound callous. It just doesn't matter to me. It's outside of my realm of mattering. It doesn't affect me making what I make. It doesn't affect me doing what I do. So why the fuck? Excuse me. Why the fuck would I? Why would I care? No. Why would I? I don't know. It doesn't matter that much to me. So why do I give a fuck? I guess. It just weirded me out that all this shit changed. I didn't even know. Oh well. Doesn't matter to me, man. Anyways, let's have a little bit more. Let's have a bit more tequila. I'll switch to water. I don't know, man. So we'll actually follow the show notes, which I threw most of them out because I determined I wasn't going to talk too much about gaming shit. There's a cocaine bear that I was going to talk about, though. So, the cocaine bear. The bear, I believe, resides in, the fun house or some shit in Lexington, Kentucky these days. And I've heard it told of 3 states that the cocaine actually landed in. I've heard it landed in Colorado. I've heard it landed in Kentucky. And I've also heard it landed in Washington. The state of Washington. So you pick, really. You take your pick. You wanna choose fucking Washington, Colorado, Kentucky, whatever place sounds more exotic, fun, whatever to you, whatever place fits your narrative better, because clearly that's what people are doing. Since the bear's in Kentucky, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it happened in Kentucky, but it also could have happened easily in Colorado. Long story short, though, is this airplane could have been CIA, could have been Mexican drug lords, could have been, some dude that had a fucking giant, just some dude that had a giant duffel bag filled with 72 pounds of cocaine. Threw it off an airplane. Black bears, being black bears, were in the area. And if you know anything about black bears, they literally eat garbage. They're literal garbage eaters. They're disgusting. They eat trash on a regular basis. I wouldn't eat them because they probably taste bad. They probably taste like garbage. So, this bear, this singular black bear, being a black bear, found this thing full of cocaine and thought, wonder if I could fit part of that or all of it in my mouth. Seeing as how it was a package of cocaine, it probably got inside, and by probably, it got inside and started eating said white, powdery energy substance, or as I like to call it, Colombian party powder. Him and that fucking Peruvian dance music powder fucking really had a good time together. Let me ask you this. When you think of pounds and pounds and pounds of cocaine and overdosing, you think of a pretty wild time, right? Now imagine what a fucking black bear on just a shit fuck ton of coke is like moments before his heart fucking evaporates, man. I guess it could like literally explode. But that always seemed like a fictitious thing that they were saying to me, But like before his heart bursts of bam, dead. What is that like, What is that period for that cocaine bear fucking rolling through the woods? What a way to go for that fucking YOLO bear. You only live once, bear. Now, I don't know, man. What are we gonna talk about? We'll just, the bear, man. When you think about things that a bear could die from, cocaine is probably on the last of the list, but it's definitely the first on the list of things you want to see. I want to see a fucking bear die of cocaine overdose. From a safe distance, of course. That'd be great. That'd probably be awesome. Just to fucking, can we throw in some prey in front of it? Can we watch it? Can we watch a cocaine-fueled bear fucking before it dies? Fucking hunt a wild boar that we brought from Texas or something? Just a fucking, the bear's and like gorilla punches the boar. Man. I wonder what a bear. I saw this one GIF one time on the internet. It was supposedly of a bear who drank like Mountain Dew or caffeine and got all hyped. I wonder what it would be like if a bear actually drank a shit fuck ton of caffeine. I wonder if it would react. I wonder if the bear would get all caffeinated, hyped up, and start running around in circles. I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. Anyways. Let's see. Let's smack another dab. Cheers. So, I wonder what what the charges would be for a bear that's found in possession of cocaine? Sir, we found a black bear that appears to be covered in cocaine. It's eating a dog, like a hot dog. It's eating a hot dog right now, sir. Sir, it has broken into a hot dog stand with its bare paws. I didn't say bare hands, but it pawed its way into this hot dog stand, and now it is destroying hot dogs with a vengeance, sir. Also, still covered in cocaine, sir. That's probably not a criminal situation, but it's hilarious nonetheless. Because, you can't have a bear running. Never mind. Yeah, I forget what we were talking about. But yeah. I don't know, man. Let's see. What the fuck were we talking? Anyways, this is the downside of smoking marijuana. You become dumb. You're like, what the fuck was I just saying? I like. I've been like loving these eggs that I've been getting. Excuse me. I got some eggs from my homie who has chickens. Dude, Farm Fresh eggs are so much better than not Farm Fresh eggs. You have to eat them in time. I ate a spoiled egg once. I didn't even think about it. It didn't taste spoiled. It didn't smell spoiled. It was just in the fridge for a long time and made me sick. Like, made me really sick. I made an egg scramble. It was alright. It was actually really good. But then I was just violently ill for a while. Excuse me. Yeah, man. Let's see. I don't think I'm gonna try to bore you guys with deep details about Warhammer or Steam sales or any of that shit. Actually, fuck it, let's do the Steam sales. Where's the thing? Because if you play video games on Steam, I bet you're interested. And we'll save the Warhammer for Warhammer exclusive podcast. Well, Deep Rock Galactic is 30% off. I forget how long for. There is that one's pretty decent. Man, where did I put the fucking show notes, huh? Oh, there they are. Found them. Dead Gods is $17.94. I think that's like 10% off. Vikings Story is 59 cents. I think that's half off. Breath Edge is $18. The Deep Rock Galactic is I think it's 30% off. It's down to $19. Dying Light Enhanced Edition is $17, which is 75% off. Those are all independent sales. Some of them are like ending in like 20 hours. Some of them are ending in like 5 days. The sales are all different from each other. I'd recommend that if you hear about this, as soon as you go check it out. This is Sunday, the 27th of February, 2021. Even if it's, like, I guess if it's even as far as March, I don't know, man. I don't know if it'll be useful in March, but like even if it's March 1st or 2nd when you find this, of 2021, you might still be able to get something out of it. Just play that one by ear. We're gonna upload this as fast as possible, so the sales data is as long as possible, as useful as for as many people as possible, as long as possible. Man, those candles are doing a great job. I got some fucking candles that I'm heating my room with. They're doing a fucking killer job, man. I want to eat more salmon, but I didn't thaw any more salmon. But I think next week I'll thaw 2 fillets. And I'll buy more salmon after I eat those 2 fillets. 3 weeks from now. 2 weeks from now. Because I won't really have time to do it tomorrow. I definitely won't have time to do it from Monday until Wednesday. Yeah. Man. This is first. I tried to record this podcast earlier. It didn't go well. There was some real creepy motherfuckers up in chat. I was doing it live on Twitch. There's some dudes that really creep me out that were up on there. Damn, we're a little chipped there, I think. Well, fuck me, huh? We'll set that off to the side then. Yeah. Dude, I know so many dumbass, arrogant motherfuckers, man. We'll leave it at that. Long story short, man. Don't be convinced that you're fucking like, don't be convinced that like you know everything. I know that I talk to people all the time, man. And these people that are so convinced that they know all kind, like they're so convinced of their knowledge of the world. We get in these ridiculous ass debates. I wouldn't even call them debates. I would call them ridiculous ass talks. Or they're like, World War I's not real. I'm like, dude, World War I super happened. You know, it's kind of ridiculous to me, but hey, to each their own. It doesn't mean that I hate them. It just means I wish they would acknowledge certain things. Presently and historically. Whatever, man. Whatever, dog. I think I'll start to I'm gonna go check I think we'll call it here, actually. So I kind of ran out of things to say a long time ago, and I'm just gonna have a shot. I'm gonna have this dab, finish the sip, and we'll probably get the fuck on out of here. Cocaine Bears, other shit I forgot. Excuse me. Yawning, Cocaine Bears, candles, gaming, graft. Oh, this isn't a government program. Damn it. Cheers. Absolutely delicious. Hey, thanks for being here, everybody. I'm glad that you're all here with me. I really had a fantastic time with you. I'll finish this. Cheers. Ugh. Whew. I hope you have a fantastic time out there. Goodbye.